But man, like Bill Gates.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bill Gates from Microsoft, right?
Mm-hmm.
His mother was some kind of board IBM, you know, and that's got a connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos had a job 8 years at Wall Street Bank or whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Father gave him like $300,000 loan, you know.
Long. Yep.
You know, like, but when like, I tend to lean right. My criticism of the right is like where they say, put a step on the bootstraps. First of all, the fucker ain't got fucking boots on in the first place, right?
You got the boot.
They ain't got no fucking boots in the first place. What's that fucking bootstrap, motherfucker, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, so there's a place for like social justice programs, I think, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like each side always takes it too far right. When left in power, they overplay their hand,
Mm-hmm.
right? They overplay their hand right. They can never get it just right. Each president, I have a mandate. Do you really, you know?
And do you really?
Yeah. I mean, do you really like, even like, you know, for President Trump going this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though he won the popular vote,
Mm-hmm.
like people around here, the popular vote, he has everything right.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, he only won like 32% of the vote.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, 18 below, you can't vote.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If your family can't vote,
Mm-hmm.
all people didn't vote, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take the whole population, of course, you know, stats lie, all that kind of stuff, right? But actual people that voted, he had the majority, right?
Right. Right.
You depending how you play it, right? But all these MAGA people, like, do you really have a majority? Do you really have like the clear mandate?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't, right?
Yeah, you gotta really think about it. Like, is this really?
Did he speak for the 6-month-old baby in Texas?
Right.
What's his voice at, right?
For real. You know, I mean, that's a really, really good point when you say that, because, you know, that's one of those things that I think any good politician has to take into account. You know, I feel like, I for one, a lot of people I hear they say, you know, I hear the things they say about the presidency and everything. I'm praying for the man. I'm praying for the White House. Because my children, my family,
Whenever someone says, regardless of the side they're on, like they say, I hope the president fails. Like, are you kidding me right now?
we all fail.
Yeah, like,
Case.
like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, if you're a Democrat right now, you hope President Trump doesn't feel as good, so you can win the election next time, you know? But you want him to fail?
That's still stupid too.
And like, when President Obama was in charge, right? All the Republicans, you know, like, we want him to fail.
Yeah.
What? So basically, you want all your people out. Yeah, it makes no sense.
Like, we all gonna lose. We all gonna lose when it's like that, you know. And it's we go through this every 4 years. I was telling Taylor, my business partner, that it's at a point where that I can't continue. I can't allow. I can't lose friends every time there's an election.
It kills me. Every election, you got some rando will be on there, like on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
If you do this, unfriend me. You know,
But you got a lot of them.
like,
A lot.
or like, you know, if you, whatever, it can be anything, right? Unfriend me. Like, okay, I'll unfriend you.
Right.
Like, I got a part, like, I don't care if like someone says like, if you're pro-Trump, anti-Trump, pro-Harris, whatever case be, if you're not agreeing completely, unfriend me. Okay.
If an unfriend, I'm gonna unfriend you automatically.
Yeah.
If you give me ultimatums,
Yeah.
I'm unfriending you.
And we're only Facebook friends?
And we only
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
control me via Facebook.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it's not working. This country is.
Man, I actually heard this. The one dude who played Batman, I think is his name Christian Bale.
Oh yes, Christian Bale.
And so this one, I heard this super viral, right? And so basically did a post. It was said like man, how you get this right? So he started arguing with someone on social media, and finally Christian Bale said, "Okay, we're going back and forth long enough. If you have a problem with me, text me. If you don't have my number, you're not close enough for me to give a fuck. So have a good life." And he like Batman out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For the rest of my life, I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Chris Bell argued with someone, and he basically he did a post like, if you have a problem with me, text me. If you don't know who it was. If you have a problem with me, text me. If you have a number, you have no reason. Hold on, let me get straight. If you're a problem with me, text me. If you don't have my number, you're not close enough to me for me to care, or something like that, right?
That's a fear for
Like, if you don't have my text number, why are we even communicate?
and that really makes sense.
I mean, like, all these people out there, like, are scared to start a YouTube channel, start with, oh, the comments. I mean, I see so many ridiculous comments, dude. It's like,
So
and it's always from, like, admin user 2121 with no profile pic, with 1 subscriber, and no videos, right? It probably is a bot form, right? I never thought about that. Yeah.
I mean, you know who it is, but in my mind, nobody. They're gonna say some shit though.
And think like you have nothing better to make random comments. Of course, I make random comments myself too, but but I try to be kind of educational. I try to like add value, whatever. I'm not like, oh man, your podcast sucks because you have a fucking cowboy hat.
People saying stupid shit. There's some real stupid shit. Excuse me. Yeah, people saying real stupid shit, and I feel like it's they say hiding behind
Oh, that's a tech we need to build. Like, okay, oh man, this is some like Darth Vader shit. Well, you're on your computer, right? And you got a comment like from some, hey David, like your fucking classes make you look weird, or what is some for random shit. Yeah, okay. You feel protected, and you go on your agents, hey, backtrack this IPN to the home address. David, this address is 31211 St. Louis, Missouri, whatever. Order a drone strike.
Look, if the internet would be silent.
But I mean, that's not too far-fetched, though, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, if people feel safe behind the internet, they're safe behind a drone strike. Yeah.
I mean, a perfect example. President Trump and Commander Bill Maher trading assaults back and forth, 1,000 miles away. They meet in person. That's our friends. Cordial.
Yeah. It's man. We lose a part of that relationship.
What's it called? The X fingers, the Twitter fingers?
Yeah. 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 It's a very, very big. If I had a wife and I had to speak to my wife, nothing but through Twitter, it'd probably be a different conversation.
Yeah.
Very, very different conversation.
And speaking of different conversations, different cultures, right? So I was running this Vietnam, right? Or some ways they got married, right? And so the lady getting married, Mina, her parents lived there. They're both born in Vietnam. They live in Maryland there, right? And the father was, because they're kind of joking me, maybe not. He was like, hey, in America, my wife's the boss. I have to do what my wife says. But in Vietnam, I'm the boss.
Well, he was serious.
Yeah, he was serious. Yeah.
He was serious.
Yeah. Like in the States, my wife runs everything. She controls it all. She's the boss. I have really no rights to know. But in Vietnam, yeah, I'm the boss.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's good or bad, whatever. Just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But no, it really is like that. I didn't even pick up on that until I watched Barbie.
I haven't seen the movie.
It's about the most first off, it's genuinely a really good movie. All around, even
what?
Honestly, I hate to say it, but I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Genuinely
Talking about the Ken and Barbie movie with Mario Bobet, wasn't it?
Robbie.
Okay.
A really, really hand down, actually all around good movie. Worth watching. But it was definitely politically motivated. Yeah. It was definitely feminist motivated, and not even just like regular feminists. Like,
so was Ken a bitch? They make him be like a mansexual,
he was funny. He was like they tried to make him a Chad, but like a very sensitive.
Okay, I got it.
And then he ends up like taking over all government in Barbie Land because he discovered.
So this movie actually had a plot.
Yeah, it had a real plot. There is. Yeah. When Ken comes to America and see that men rule the world, and he comes back and brings that to Barbie Land, and he in
the Disney people, the Disney woke people, they're affected again. God damn it!
They did again.
Those people.
Oh, look, but honestly, the movie was super political. Basically, the whole statement of the movie was pretty much saying, hey, if you give men power, we would just go to war. And then at the very end, it goes far to say, which I thought was really outlandish. It goes far to say that you pretty much should give all power to women.
Yeah, I mean,
Like literally, it's straight up says that.